hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Kayla, and today I wanted to share with you guys some of my favorite, I don't want to call them trends, because I'm not sure that they are trends, but fashion-y things that I'm super excited for this summer. Okay, so if I'm being super honest, I'm not 100% sure that these are trends or just things that I've really fallen in love with. I know some of these are for sure trends, and for sure I will point that out, but there are also things that I'm like, is this a trend? Or is this just something that I just stumbled upon and I'm like, actually I really like this and we'll be doing this all summer. So I'm not 100% sure on that front. But nonetheless, I wanted to share with you guys a handful of different things that I'm super excited for in terms of the fashion world for this summer. Things for you guys to keep your eyes out for, and maybe introduce you to some things that you hadn't maybe thought of. Very unlikely, but possible. But before we get into this video, don't forget to pause, go down below and hit the subscribe button. It is beautiful red and white and calling out your name, and all it wants you to do is join the fam. And yeah, I upload every single week. Normally it's on a Monday. We had a holiday weekend, and as you guys know, if we have some sort of holiday weekend or I have some sort of crazy family thing going on, I will upload on a Wednesday as this video is being uploaded. So yeah, now without further ado, let's just jump in. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is not a new thing. These have been around for my whole life. They were super popular in the 60s, 70s. Particularly, I feel like you see them a lot in the go-go era. Headbands. There are so many variations of headbands. You have the skinny headband, the elastic headband, you have the tie around your head headband, and then the type I like are the thicker sort of tie knot headbands. Now I do have an extensive collection of headbands, but I do actually make and sell them, so if you guys are interested in buying some headbands, I will leave my Etsy shop down below. Pretty much at the very beginning of quarantine, I was very into these tie knot headbands. They seem to be the really popular ones. So I have quite a few of those in a variety of different pinks, because pink was my Instagram theme for the spring. I still do really like these, but I actually find myself gravitating more toward either a plain old headband or one that has instead of the tie knot, has a little bow on top of it. So these two I actually just received in the mail. I ordered them from a different Etsy shop from my own. I'll leave her shop linked down below as well, so you guys can check out her stuff. And these I just think are so cute. They're a great way to just add another element to your style, amp it up by a little bit. I think we often forget about our hair when we're thinking about styling things, and so we don't add hair accessories or hats or ribbons or whatever else. Today I'm wearing some curl clips in my hair, and I think adding those things are one really simple way, and actually a quite economical way to amp up your style just a little bit. I think I got these at Ross Dress for Less for $5. So and it was a pack of 7 different clips. Really economical way to just add a new level to your style. Now, like I said, I have really been getting into, and we'll talk about this a little bit more later on, this cottagecore style of dress. Now, this has always been the type of style I've wanted to look like and never knew was a thing, that it was a niche. I never knew how to find clothing that fit into that category of style, and now that I know, and I feel like I'm about to go through a style transformation, so y'all get ready for that. Nonetheless, I felt these were super cute. Now, of course, these are very quirky and very much my own style. These are Harry Potter themed, these two. I also just really love just the plain old headbands. So nothing crazy, nothing wildly different, just something with a fun, funky, beautiful pattern. Speaking of hair accessories, another thing that I've seen that's been super popular and I'm also on board for are the little bandana. So again, this is something I made. This is a headband to eliminate the bulk that you get from wearing the bandana and having to tie it underneath your head, but the little 90s, little 2000s headband bandana thing that people are doing all over again. You can either do it in the form of a headband like that, or, so this is literally a piece of fabric, because I could not for the life of me figure out what I did with my actual bandanas. But you could literally people do the whole thing, you tie it around your head. I mean, I don't necessarily think it looks that lovely on me, but I've seen a lot of people do this, and I think it looks very cute, and also ties in with that cottagecore sort of vibe. And it's also, depending on what the pattern of your fabric looks like, the pattern of your bandana looks like, very, very, very 2000s. This is something circa Lizzie McGuire era, someone who we all know, I love and appreciate. So yeah, it's all of a sudden popular again, which is honestly not surprising at all because fashion is very cyclical. So it's just been interesting to watch this. We were sort of in like the 90s. I feel like last year everybody was like, oh yeah, like 90s style, this is so cute, for like maybe the last 3 years or something. And then all of a sudden now it seems like people are sort of transitioning into like this 2000s-y type of vibe. So I don't know, should be interesting. The next little trend we have going on, or just like something that I'm super excited for, is pastel blues. Powder blue is like my new favorite color. It is also my new color for my Instagram theme. Okay, I'm gonna take that back. Pink is my favorite color, but right now I'm really loving powder blue. I just think it's a really lovely, delicate, light color. It's great for the summer in the fact that it's a light color, so it's not going to attract a lot of heat, but it's also just, I don't know, I feel like it's super lovely, and I've always really liked brown hair with blue, but also any color hair with blue, any color, anything with blue is, I think, really gorgeous. So yeah, I've really been loving, particularly, like I was saying, powder blue. Keep your eye open. I think this is the color for the summer, and I'm very excited for it. Another color that I'm really, really, really excited to dive into more of this summer is lavender. This is the literal only piece of lavender clothing I own, but I really love this shirt, and I also just think it's this lovely color. It's, again, a really light, really fresh, really airy, very almost natural feeling. I mean, lavender is natural, but a very natural feeling color. And I don't know, this color just brings me like a lot of joy. It's very light and pastel, and I guess pastels are really in again, and I must just be picking up on that, and I really like this pastel purple lavender. Okay, I know crop tops are not a new thing, but I'm for real really loving an interesting crop top. So like, I'm not talking about just like your plain Jane basic crop top. I'm talking about a peasant crop top. I'm talking about a floral crop top. I'm talking about whatever the heck kind of crop top this is. Fun, funky crop tops. Now, if you've been watching my channel for any extended period of time, you would know that my style is anything but calm. It's very rare actually that I wear just like a plain anything. Like if you guys saw my pants right now, they're very patterned. And I'm just like a lover of pattern. I pretty much wear some pattern every single day. Honestly, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like me to wear just like all plain clothing. So yeah, pattern. So I am really, really enjoying just like the finer details in clothing. So for example, with this shirt, I really love that it has this really cute, fun sort of off the shoulder sleeve detail, but I'm particularly enamored with this pattern. It's these really beautiful bright colors. It is this lovely like cobalt blue paired with a muted orange and also a brighter true orange, and then this really vibrant hot pink, and then a little bit of white. I don't think you often see blue, pink, and orange together in combination, and I think that this is, I don't know, I just really enjoy a really busy, funky, fun pattern. And I also think that there is something about an object that can be fun, funky, and cool that can also be paired with something super delicate. I think that this shirt could easily be paired with a long, flowy sort of circle skirt that's maybe like a cream color, because there are tiny little dainty cherry blossom like flowers that are like a cream color, so perhaps like a peach blossom flower on this top, and I think that you could easily pair it with something to make it just seem a little bit more whimsical, which is more my style. Another pattern option, now this one is just like a wild shirt. There's like so much going on, but again, this is playing with like the very girly, cutesy, flirty sort of vibe with like all the frills, because your girl loves frills. I pretty much buy my shirts if they have cool sleeve details. I really like to find things that I think are different and just bright and fun, and for me that this marks all of the boxes. It's quite cropped, so you need to wear something quite high-waisted if you're a bit insecure about your midsection like I am, but it's a really fun color combination. I love that it's vertical stripes mixed with a sort of horizontal-ish stripe going on the bottom, mixed with polka dots and flowers, and then it's pink mixed with red and white. It's just a lot going on, but it's perfectly balanced, if you know what I mean. This is what I mean by like just your perfect, funky, fun, unique crop top. Now, if the pattern game is not your thing, I think this is a really fun option. So I bought this from H&M Conscious a few weeks ago, and it is just this really lovely baby pink color. It is shirred in the middle. It's got a peasant sleeve and a square neck. It's very on trend at the moment, and also it's not just your basic top. Of course it's a basic, there isn't really a crazy pattern going on, but it's visually interesting in that it has the sheer top, the square neckline, and the peasant sleeve. So while it might be a basic piece, you're adding some sort of personality and element. So like I said, funky, fun, sort of creative crop tops. Cottage core. Cottage core. I live and breathe. So as long as I can remember, I've always really loved Tudor revival homes or cottage houses, so storybook houses, if you will. I've always really wanted, I'm very much a child at heart, even though I have a very serious exterior. And for me, like whimsy and girly, vintagey, kind of like Love Shack fancy vibes is cottagecore. So I have these two dresses here. Both of them I thrifted, but I think both of these do a good job explaining cottagecore. Pretty much it's like that peasant vibe. It's just like that really cutesy, flirty, flowy, a bow in your hair, long dresses, long skirts, floral prints. I'll just pop some inspiration pictures of people who are slaying the cottagecore game up on the screen. But these are two of my favorite dresses for this. I actually really like this one as well, which I showed you before for the powder blue. I think that this does a really good job. It's very simple. It's very basic, but the shape of it is actually very baby doll-like, which is also super reminiscent of the cottagecore sort of vibe. So yeah, there's so much variety and room for interpretation within cottagecore, but it's basically just this romanticized idea of like cottage living or farm living, frolicking in fields and flowers and bunnies and cottages. Yeah, just like looking very romantic in those settings. So yeah, I have these two dresses that I think are really reminiscent of cottagecore vibe, and I can't wait to fill my whole closet with cottagecore things. Speaking of florals, flower-shaped earrings. So I'm gonna be the first to say, I never really paid much attention to jewelry before. I think maybe 2 years ago is when I started to really pay attention to it, and now I wear a ton of jewelry every single day. Recently I went on to a vintage shop that sells on Instagram, and I found these stunning vintage earrings for like $8. So they were really inexpensive, even though they're vintage, and they're beautiful. So they're little like daisies. These are just these really beautiful pearlescent daisy flowers with a little yellow dot in the middle, and they are little dangly earrings. And while I usually don't gravitate towards dangly earrings, these are small enough that I really love them. And I just think that these are super cute and fun and bright and summery. And I also think these could obviously be worn any time of the year, but particularly I think in the summer is when I think of, and the spring is when I think of floral accents to things. So yeah, floral earrings, again, another really fun way to play with your style in a really economical and simple way. It's all about just like finding the things you love for a good price that are gonna work for you. So like I said, I found a vintage shop online on Instagram. Actually, it's called Awoke Vintage, and I'll leave her shop listed down below as well. I think she sells directly on Instagram, so I just DM'd her and I was like, hey, I love these earrings. And she had like 3 or 4 other pairs that are obviously not the same because they're vintage, but similar. So yeah, head over to her shop if you guys like these and see if you can find something fun. Another type of accessory I've really been loving lately is clay earrings. So I buy all of my clay earrings from the same shop. It is called Baewolf Earrings, and actually it's a good friend of mine who is the owner and artist behind Beowulf Earrings. And I honestly am just like obsessed with all of her creations. I own 8 pairs of her earrings because I love them that much, and she's just that talented. So I have some dangly versions here, and then she also makes studs as well in varieties of different shapes. So little diamonds, little circles. I also have little rainbows. I did break one, so I'm gonna have to fix those. Anyway, she makes a ton of really beautiful earrings. They're just all like the trendiest color palettes, and she uses gold leaf in some of them, or luster dust, and yeah, they're just really, really beautiful. They're also incredibly lightweight, which is great for the person who likes a daintier piece of jewelry like I myself do, or somebody who has super sensitive ears. So consider clay earrings. I think these are going to be super trendy and very much within the sort of like boho vibe for the summer. So if you are a boho babe, this might be the move for you. I'll leave Kelly Jane's shop down below as well. You guys got a lot of shopping to do. The next thing, we're talking patterns, baby. So, okay, I just love crazy patterns, and I said this before, so I don't really need to get into it again, but I wanted to show you guys some of my favorite patterned things for this summer. So first of all, hello. This is so cute. It is this really beautiful light pink color, very similar to the color of my wall, but a little bit peachier. And it has little bananas on it. I thought this was so adorable. I got this from Zara last year. I don't shop fast fashion anymore, but I did get this at Zara last year and I absolutely love it. It is a little cheeky, it's a little short, but it's quite flowy and like flirty at the bottom, almost like skirt-like, so it covers my butt fine. But I do really love this. I think this is a super fun pattern. I think fruit patterns are great in the summer, and it's kind of hard to get away with them any other season, though of course if you want to wear it you absolutely should. But yeah, I think fruit patterns are amazing. Particularly I really like watermelon, bananas, and strawberries. Also apples might be cute. Like an apple wedge might be cute. You don't really see a lot of them. Another thing I'm really loving, this is another romper actually. I quite love a good romper. This is just a cute little floral one. I also got this from Target last year. This is just so sweet and adorable, and I just love that this is a very muted but also like very feminine, very delicate floral print. While there are exceptions to this rule, as there are exceptions are to any rule, I tend to say sort of in the delicate, muted floral world. There are for sure very like bright, funky florals, some of which I own, but I tend to sort of gravitate in this sort of muted floral type of world. So this is a floral print that I really like, but just florals in general, whatever floats your boat, florals are just great for the summer. The next kind of thing, which is also very cottagecore of me, is animal prints, but we're not talking about the animal print you're thinking of. We're not talking leopards and cheetahs and zebras. No, I'm talking animal faces or animal bodies, like little woodland creatures. So this is a cute little, I'm going to turn it around so you can see the fuller effect of the pattern, but this is a cute little cardigan that I picked up as some store was going out of business. Sears? This is a Laura Scott sweater, and it's just a really beautiful maroon color with a very muted but such a cute little fox face pattern. I absolutely love foxes. I think they're so adorable. In real life, perhaps a little bit scary, but nonetheless adorable to look at. I think that this is a really fun way to play with the pattern. I think for the summer, little foxes or squirrels, whether or not you like them in real life or not, or even like butterflies or dragonflies would be super cute on some sort of dress or romper, or even like bunnies or kittens, puppies. Yeah, any of like the very sweet, delicate animals. And now of course, if you are a fierce and wild animal type person, go for the cheetah or the lion or the zebra or heck, the giraffe. Get crazy. So yeah, anyway, animal prints in ways of animal figures. The last thing, and disclaimer I guess, I'm an ambassador for this brand. These are what are called Bangs shoes. I don't actually know how to describe the style of these shoes outside of the fact that they're sort of like the mix of a Converse and a boot. So they're high ankle. They do come in a low ankle cut as well, but all of the versions I have are high ankle. I have 4 pairs of these shoes or 3 pairs of these shoes at this point or something. So these are just lovely shoes. I think those are really perfect for the summer because they're incredibly comfortable, but they're also really versatile. I think because they're such like streamlined shoes, they're all monochromatic with like little details on them. I think you can wear these with like a casual outfit, but you can also wear them with a dress and it looks very cute, or a skirt and it looks very cute. Of course you're not gonna wanna like wear this somewhere like fancy or something like that. They're definitely like a casual shoe, but you can easily pair something that is traditionally more like dressed up than what you would normally associate with a sneaker and still get away with wearing these. I think these are really cool. They're a cool alternative to a Converse, which I absolutely love still and have a few pairs of myself, but I actually do find these to be a lot more comfortable than actual Converse. They're in the same price range, but I do find them to be a lot more comfortable, and I actually find them to be quite a bit more versatile just because of how streamlined their design is, and they're also, get this, ethically sourced and sustainable. I think the whole thing is made of sustainable material except for like rubber. I don't think rubber's sustainable. Okay guys, that is everything I wanted to share with you all today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys are excited to be wearing this summer. Are you a headband honey or are you not? Because I for sure am. Again, check out my Etsy shop down below if you guys are interested. I'm just really sort of diving into this, so I have like 4 patterns or 5 patterns up on my Etsy shop so far, so I hope you guys will check it out. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thanks for sticking around. Subscribe if you are new and you enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!